Keep it going for Adam, everyone. Keep it going. Happy to be here. This is amazing. So, they do improv of our sets at the end of this show.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the blackest shit. And then afterwards, watch white people try not to get canceled. That's why I'm here. It's on, buddy. Yes. I'm happy to be here doing a show at Masterpiece Theater. This is... Welcome to Masterpiece Theater. Or an episode of Wishbone. I'm not sure. What generation are we? Are we Masterpiece Theater or are we Wishbone? Wishbone. But Arthur had the song that slapped. You guys saw Arthur? The fact the song was reggae made no sense. That and that he wore glasses not on his ears. I'm like, oh, this unbelievable. All right, cool. All right, it's all good. I'm just giving you guys a chance to get used to my voice. As you can tell by my accent, I grew up a fan of the Dave Matthews Band. I mean, it's semantics at this point, because I was in the school at the time that Eminem became popular. So, you know, all the white kids thought they had street cred, like, all of a sudden. Like, there was no other time that white kids thought they were black so much when Eminem was around and Paul Walker did Too Fast, Too Furious. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Paul Walker would tirade, don't worry about it, cuz. Like, what the... Aren't you from Pasadena? This doesn't make sense, Paul Walker. Kids in my school, they would be hanging out in oversized jerseys and Janko jeans. You know, they look like they're from the south side of Minneapolis. And they would come up to me like, yo, you listen to Dave Matthews Band, I'm blacker than you. And the problem with that is I was the only black kid in school. So, nigga, as far as I'm concerned, everything I say is blacker than anything you say. Like, that's logic. I mean, the thing about it too is, like, I was nerdy back then too. So, and my dad, he got me this little pocket watch that I would take out. It was like real smug, you know what I mean? So I would take it out, flip it open, and like look at the time, and then put it back in my pocket. So anytime kids would come up to me, I'd be like, "Yo, kid, I'm blacker than you. You know, I live in the hood. You know, I listen to Eminem. I do this and I do that." And I'm like, "Is that so?" And then I pull out my watch. Well, it looks like I'm late for my piano lessons. You're not black. You're just poor. And I would just like moonwalk away. So, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, it's not necessarily that they were racist, which they were, but I was also an asshole. So that was the reason why they didn't like me. I ain't coming here to talk about that. I came here to talk about some other shit. The gender war is insane. I hate the gender war. The gender war, it's not real life. I like the verses that we had back in 2020 during the pandemic where it was just music. It's nice verses on Instagram. We saw Earth, Wind, and Fire versus the Isley Brothers. We saw Ja Rule versus Ray J. We saw Erykah Badu versus Jill Scott. Now the verses in 2023 are stressful as hell. We got Israel versus Hamas. We got Will versus Jada. And we got the Cheesecake Factory versus Ungrateful Bitches. Like, this is... I'm stressed. The gender war is too much. The gender war is so bad. Men and women online, they hate each other. It's so much so that nerds online are saying that they're going to leave women behind altogether and get AI-driven sex robots. We're talking about dudes that can't even keep their air fryers clean. They're going to do something with cybernetic hose. You understand what I'm saying? Like this? I did research for this joke just to see how much a cybernetic bitch would cost. So I went to the Hustler Hollywood store over in Hollywood Boulevard. You've been there. The Hustler Hollywood porn store rather. I mean, I wasn't ashamed. I walked right in. I've seen the pregnant lady do meth on the subway. What's the least? You can't judge me that bad. You know what I'm saying? So I walked in and I went all the way to the back. I said, "Do you have sex robots, right?" Now I'm going to be a little vulgar. There was a box in the back called the Mega Fuck Slut. That's what it's really called. It's called the Mega Fuck Slut. And it's a torso, no head, no arms, no legs, but just a torso with fat titties and a fat pussy. This thing costs $3,500. No head, no arms, no legs, just fat titties and a fat pussy. $3,500. I said, is it gonna make me a grilled cheese sandwich after I'm finished? Is it gonna do my taxes? For $3,500, this has to do something. Yes, $3,500. I said, for $3,500, I might as well date a real woman. You understand what I'm saying? People think that men think that if you get a sex robot, you're not going to have any issues. But what you realize is AI, it's a learning machine language. How long do you think it's going to take a sex robot to get an attitude? Especially mine. Mine's going to be black. So all I need to do is sit in front of a Tyler Perry movie and my relationship is over. You understand? It's like, yeah, I would like to introduce you to my sex robot, Lakeisha Prime. She upgrades overnight. She starts doing this in the morning. Because she knows she's going to know your search history. If you get a real girlfriend, you will never be able to lie to your real girlfriend ever again. Because Lakeisha Prime is going to become her homegirl. Keenan, where were you at? I was hanging out at the post office, getting some stamps, and then Lakeisha Brown's gonna go, that nigga lying, and then she's gonna put up a hologram of you shaking your ass at a strip club in Hollywood. I'm gonna say this and get out here. This is the reason why I think we need to fix this. We need to fix this because if you've done any type of dating online, you know that we need to humble ourselves. The stuff that we're asking on these dating apps is ridiculous. You know, if you broke, just say that. Like, what kind of... And I'm saying this from experience because when I was on Dating Gets Heavy, I lived in a bachelor studio apartment. And if you don't know what that is, that's a studio apartment I have to explain. So when the girl comes over, she's like, where's the rest of it? I have to be like, yo, I got an air fryer. You want to check out my air fryer? I'm like, yo, that's for my time. Thanks a lot. Keenan Jerome Floyd.